do it right, which sucks. But then for me, I got to go in and audition. I didn't know anything about it. I thought it was just like so because I'd seen like you walk into the studio and they have different rooms or whatever, and I saw it said Eureka 7 there for a long time. So I thought I was just going in for like a small bit role or whatever, and so I auditioned for this character, and they're like, just make him really young. And I was like, okay. So I did that, and then they're like, okay, here's the thing. You need to go back through and do 13 episodes and then do these or whatever. I was like, okay, that's a lot. And so I did it, but I remember the whole time they kept saying, higher, higher, younger, higher, higher, younger, higher, higher. I was like, dude, man, I don't know, man. I'm just going to sound whiny the whole time. No, seriously, that's what happens. Like, I mean, you lose all range, you know? Like, you don't have that, like, I don't know, somber or that really sad, emotional is not going to happen if you're all whiny up here all the time, you know? It just sounds and so, eventually, they let me kind of bring it back down. They're like, oh, yeah, okay, go ahead and bring it back down a little bit. And so I was like, thank you. Get a little more emotion. So, yeah, they let me come back down on it. Yes.
Was there any part in the Bleach plot that you did not see coming, like any twist that you just didn't
twist
see?
I didn't see coming?
Yeah.
Can you tell the future?
I don't think I saw anything that was like, I didn't expect that or anything. But there were some things where I was like, oh, that's cool, you know? But there wasn't anything that kind of shocked me. At least I don't think. I can't think of it.
Not even Aizen's betrayal?
Oh, you know what? When I first watched it, yes, I was like, no! But then that just made the show cooler. I did think, though, that they should kill some of the characters, though.
Like who?
All right. Now, I like the voice actor, you know. Not that I want to kill off this person and then not have work. But when I was watching it, and when Renji fought Byakuya, you know, and I thought he was dead, you know. I was bummed. I was like, dude. But then I was like, inside, I was like, this is awesome. And then I was like, wait a minute, what? He's okay? He's alive? And then I was kind of like, oh, come on.
I cried.
You know? Yeah, it would be much more sad if he was dead and gone, huh?
Yes.
I think it would be better. I think it would be better if they would start killing some people off.
Everybody's like, no, they're alive.
Yeah, you know, it reminds me of Dragon Ball Z or something. I remember, like I don't know, like I would go places and I would see like Dragon Ball Z shirts everywhere. And I was like, this show is freaking huge, you know. And I was like, I have to watch this, you know. And I sit at home. I think this was a long time ago. And so I sit at home and I just start watching a couple episodes, you know. And it was like, I think Cartoon Network or something. So I watch it, and it's like in the middle of something. I don't even know what's going on. This one spiky head dude is like fighting like this pink guy, you know? And they're like fighting, you know? And I was like, well, okay, this is just fighting stuff. And I was like, okay. And then it was like, it got to the end, it was like to be continued. And I was like, okay. So I watched the next day, same fight, same thing. This guy starts losing, he comes back, he starts fighting again, and then it's to be continued. I was like, what? Yeah. This went on for like 2 weeks, and I was just stuck. Like, I was like, come on! He's getting bigger, he's getting stronger, but he's like, nobody's defeating anybody. They're just like falling in the mountains and stuff. And I'm like, come on, you know, get somewhere. And then I was just getting frustrated, and I was like, I could not stop watching it. And finally, I was like, I can't watch this, man. This is ridiculous. Like 3 years later, it's like Dragon Ball, I don't know, somewhere else, future. This guy is older, and then he's fighting the same guy, only this big guy's like somewhat blue or something. And I'm like, what's going on here? It's the same thing. So this fight has been going on for 3 years now? People watching, you know? I don't know how I got onto that, but welcome to the randomness of me.
So I dropped me a obligatory question. Other, obviously, than Ichigo, who's your favorite character in Bleach?
Other than Ichigo, I like a few. I like Ishida. Huh?
Quincy Boy.
Quincy Boy, yeah.
Yay! Who do you?
I like Rukia. I like Orihime. I like the main characters, I think. I do want, one of the things I really want is, because like earlier on they like touched a little bit on the subject of Ichigo's mom, you know? And plus I'm still waiting to find out, okay, why has he got this freaking orange hair, you know? What's going on? You know? And he didn't bleach it, but what is it? You know, it's like, is it his soul? And somehow it's getting, you know? So it's like, that's what, you know, I want to get to that. Like, and there's like some emotional stuff I got to do a little bit for that, you know? And so I want to explore that side. Like, what is all that? You know, get into that. But I like a few of those characters, I guess. Yes. Yeah. Any other questions?
How do you feel about like Bleach like 1 and 2? Do you enjoy working on them, and do you look forward to working on the third movie?
I didn't have a whole lot to do in the second one.
Yeah, well, no, that was for sure.
But it was okay. I liked the first one. I had fun working on it because I got to explore a little more emotion in it. But Ichigo was farther ahead than the series where we were at. So we were like still over here. We hadn't even gotten to the point where Ichigo was like already in control of like the hollow thing, you know. And so it was a little. I was like, what's going on here? And they're like just filling me in. I was like, okay, all right. So I was like, this isn't hollow Ichigo. This is like Ichigo with a mask on. I don't get it. All right. So it was a little weird, but it was fun because there's a little more emotional things I got to do, you know, because the chick doesn't make it or whatever. But one of the things I thought was cheesy is that they brought everybody, you know, in. Like, let's bring the whole gang, you know? Come on, yeah, throw them all in there. Just give them one line, it's okay. Whereas I think it could be, even if they did, well, it'd be kind of weird to do a Bleach movie without Ichigo. But to do, like, something, like, of those characters, you know, and just isolate a couple of characters and do that, you know. But I did like the first one. I didn't see the second one, though.
Oh, well, have you started work on the third one then yet?
No, we were not very far, actually. We did, I don't know what, we finished that last arc that's showing right now. We haven't been working on it for a while.
Well, don't worry, you get some awesome lines.
I don't even know if we're going to be doing it anymore. I don't know. I think they feel like not enough people are watching.
There will be a riot if they do so.
Everybody loves Bleach.
Yeah. They just like
Favorite art?
I love Bleach. Bleach is awesome.
I enjoyed the first one with Rukia and that stuff, and this last one. The bounce stuff was a little kind of, you know,
It kept going.
it was a filler, yeah. But I mean, there were some things that were okay, like some episodes that I enjoyed.
Some of
but
it was important, but some of it was like okay.
exactly.
Along with the story.
Yeah, the only thing for me is like when I like was creating like Ichigo stuff, right? Like in the beginning, he was just like wild, kind of like, in his fighting mostly, because I couldn't do too much in the beginning. But like in his fighting, it was all like just wild stuff. And then towards the end of that arc, I'd made him much more controlled. Like if you watch the beginning stuff fighting, and you go to watch that last episode, you hear I'm not doing as much that kind of stuff. It's all like more controlled. Like he's learned, you know, his ability, and he's stronger. And the bounce stuff came around, and he's an idiot again. I'm like, so wait a minute, where do I go from here? You know, I can't like carry on this like ability. I've got to like revert back to this old. He doesn't know how to fight anymore.
But some of that Renji and Ichigo stuff was probably fun to voice.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, there's still some good episodes. Yes.
Enjoying the emotional or the more fighting?
I like them both actually. I do like doing. I like them both. I don't know. I don't know if I can say I like this. I do like doing the emotional stuff, maybe just a little bit more than just the fighting, because we always do the fighting. But it's fun to get more of that out, you know. And maybe it's more of kind of like a therapy thing for me. Because seriously, like if I have a bad day, I go into the booth, I'm doing Bleach, I'm like yelling and fighting people, you know, and that feels good. After that, you come out and like, got that out, you know. Code Geass was like the opposite, you know. I'd go in having a great day, and I'm like walking out confused. So unclean. Yes.
Okay, so since you're pretty much Ichigo, who do you like better, Orihime or Rukia?
Dangerous territory.
I know. I always get asked this, and then I'm like, it's kind of weird, you know.